Joe. The other guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 50, the chosen one. Your head coach is Greg Popovich. Once again, your San Antonio Spurs.
There's a buzz here in San Antonio, Texas with another sold-out arena. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Western Conference battles, always fun. This time it's the San Antonio Spurs intent on protecting home court. And it's the Warriors to start out. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And guys, when you watch the Spurs play, it's like watching poetry in motion. I mean, every cut, every screen comes at a precise time, and they play beyond the sum of their talents because of that style.
Dishes to Mitchell. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Outside Curry. To the left wing. Here's Barnes. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Now here's Green, and again it's San Antonio with a 3.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
The drive by Green, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And you think about Stephen Curry, clearly one of the greatest shooters the league has ever seen. Clark, I think you could make a case that he's the best off-the-dribble three-point shooter in league history. What do you think?
I think he's the best total shot maker shooter we've had in the league. When you look at all aspects of shooting, I don't know if anybody's ever been better.
Green. Curry kicks to Bogut. Great D that time from Green.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And stolen by Barnes. Now Curry. Pass to Thompson from 10 feet out. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Barnes kicks to Green. Stolen by Mitchell. From deep. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. 9 points for Flash.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Now here's Iguodala. Here's Green. West with the block. Outside Aldridge. Lets it go from 11. And the Spurs scoring again.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Livingston. And we reach the end of the... And Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, very demanding. Throughout the years, he was hardest on his point guard, Tony Parker.
My first 3-4 years, it was tough sometimes.
Even though it seems like that was a very long time ago now, to hear Tony Parker talk about it now, it still sounds very fresh to him.
Did he acknowledge, Kevin, that he cried?
It sounds like it, yeah.
The game made him cry. That's one of the things fans forget about with professional athletes. No matter how successful they get, players never forget that pain and frustration or those other emotions they've gone through to help get them to where they are.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Maurice Spates out there with Festus Ezeli. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Livingston. And it's Barbosa in at the shooting guard. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Golden State. Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in a more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Aldridge. Mitchell comes in for West. Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's the chosen one in for Tony Parker. Knocked away. Stolen by Mitchell. Up the floor. Finish off the break. 7 points for Mr. Perfect.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Atlanta Hawks. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
And the Warriors with some changes. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Ezeli. And it's Klay Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. Thompson for the triple. The rebound by the Spurs. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. Two top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seeding.
You have to like what we're seeing from Flash.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket. And deny him the catch.
Green, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. You can point to any number of things, Clark, the Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. San Antonio leading by 14. The chosen one passes to Mr. Perfect. Here's Mitchell. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Down low, Leonard with the steal. From deep. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
There's the dish to Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And the shot is good. 22 points for Flash.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And the Warriors also making a change. Livingston's checked in. Barnes dishes to Thompson. Screen by Bogut, and Thompson kicks to Livingston. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided.